Welcome to the David Bradley Show with your host, David Bradley.
What up? Okay, we still got some spooky stuff up because I'm working on it a little bit. It went up faster. It's coming down slower because I kind of dig it, but I kind of don't. But anyway, that's the way it goes. So this is another segment that we're going to do where we start off with a song and turn your stereo up just a little bit more because damn, this girl can sing. Hit it, girl.
Trying to not laugh through it now. The quiet, low laughter. I'm like, oh, look out. It's going to be a show, y'all.
There you go. It's a show.
All right. This is an original song. This is called Weight of the World. Well, I got the weight of the world on my shoulders. I got holes in the soles of my tattered shoes. You told me to wait, but I'm getting older. I got nothing else to lose. Time is just passing me by. I keep drinking, hoping you tell me why. So if you need the time for thinking, if you need the time for breaking my heart in two, so if you need the time for thinking, if you need the time for breaking my heart in two, well, baby, I give it to you, 'cause it's the best I can do. I'm sitting at a bar just outside of town, drowning in my worries, drowning in my pain, making a list of all of my mistakes. My tear-stained dreams are running dry. I keep wishing you were here with me tonight. I got an ache in my bones, an ache in my soul. Now I know what it's like to be alone. So if you need the time for thinking, if you need the time for breaking my heart in two, well, baby, I give it to you, 'cause it's the best I can do. Yeah, I'm singing to myself. Yeah, I'm singing in my sleep. Honey, you were the best company to keep. Yeah, I'm singing to myself. Oh, I'm singing in my sleep. You are exactly what I need. So if you need the time for thinking, if you need the time for breaking my heart in two, so if you need the time for thinking, if you need the time for breaking my heart in two, oh, baby, I give it to you, 'cause it's the best I can do.
Hell yeah. I like it. When'd you write that one?
This one was from a couple albums ago that I cut, and I actually had a good friend of mine sing kind of like the guy part on it, and I cut it for my record Nothing in Doubt, and I had since kind of like taken all those songs down because I wanted to kind of recut some stuff, and I just keep coming back to that one.
Yeah.
I think when I wrote that one, I just felt it from so many different angles in my life, and there are certain ones, you know, I just relate to on such a high level when I come back to them, and that's one of my favorite ones to play for some reason.
I like that. I mean, that
Thank you. That means a lot.
it just, I don't know. It's like, kind of touches you a little bit, you know? Because I can think of probably a lot of damn people that song would really emulate what they've been through.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
And it's hard to, you know, find that right person to support you when you're going through different things. And, you know, when someone's kind of just like, I need to kind of step away and you feel all alone and you know what I mean? And especially as like an artist, like sometimes you already kind of feel that way, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like all these emotions kind of coming in on that. And for some reason, I've always like loved coming back to that one and sometimes just changing it up and doing different things with it, which is why original music is so fun is you can kind of go back and be like, oh man, I remembered I wrote that one and kind of do something a little bit different, you know, change it up.
Yeah, because you never know when you might have wrote something 10 years ago and it's been laying in the back of a closet. You never
Yeah.
know. I mean, you know, it could be a hit.
Yeah. I write a lot. It's like, it's really my outlet. It always has been since I was a kid. It's just like almost like my escape, you know? And so I just love coming back to those and finding ones and kind of recreating them a little bit, and just writing all the time is, it's very therapeutic, like cathartic, you know.
Cathartic.
You know, therapists are expensive, so.
Well, yeah. Yeah, and drinking's expensive too. So, I mean, you can't go that route.
True.
So, everybody that wants to know, because we haven't said your name yet. Hold the guitar up so everybody can read it.
I'll take my capo off so it doesn't look super disjointed.
Miss Ashley Jordan.
It's great to be here.
Yay.
Thanks so much for having me. It's so awesome to be back. It's really awesome to be back.
Well, I mean, like I was telling you, I wasn't a big fan of how the show produced out from down there at Nash Fox.
Yeah.
And you was actually my first artist. So I hadn't really fine-tuned anything yet, you know?
I was number one.
That's right.
But you were like, this does not sound right.
It didn't.
David the perfectionist has arrived.
Oh, man, it just drove me nuts.
No, I get that. I hate when I listen back to things that I do or record and I'm like there's like one or two things that just doesn't add up or sound right. And you're like, you know that's not what it should sound like. And everyone's like, oh, it sounds fine. And you're like, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No.
Did you see your show from down there?
Yeah.
Come on, give me the truth. What did you think?
I didn't notice the cutouts, but I also didn't have headphones on. Maybe when you have headphones on, you hear more of that. I thought it sounded good, but again, you are the sound professional.
I'm the weirdo. I mean, I was sitting there looking at it and listening to it, and I was just like, man.
No. We got to make up for it then, right?
Exactly. That's why
Yeah.
I was like, I got to get her back on the show. I got to.
Awesome to be back, and especially with our spooky setup here. I really like this.
Yeah, I was surprised you liked the spooky stuff.
I like it. I mean, to the extent, are we talking like the kind of spooky where someone jumps out of a closet and they look like, you know, scary? By the way, don't get any ideas, okay? But you know, when you go to those scary Halloween stores and they have people that look like mannequins, but they're not really mannequins. And I'm like, I don't want any part of what y'all about to do. That kind of scary. Like, we went one time and we never went back. Like, Brendan can tell you that story. Yeah. I'll pee my pants, everybody. Be forewarned. Yeah. I'm not into like the hardcore, like Witches Woods. Like, I'm not one of those people to like, yeah, let's get on the hayride all together and go through the woods. Like, no.
No getting in the back of the trailer.
No, because you know what? I've got these crazy reflexes. I'm afraid I'll like punch somebody by accident. You know, like I'm like, yeah, I've got the
ninja reflex.
It just comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh, yeah. There's been some times I'm like, don't, yeah. So that's like not the vibe unless people want to get, you know, like cat kind of.
Yeah, just slap
like,
it. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
So not that spooky, but I do appreciate that spooky.
Yeah, this is
As long as no one's behind those curtains, I like it.
no, just a big window that I've had to fight tooth and nail to try and get some light blocked out on it.
I hear you.
I mean, sometimes it would glare so bad, you know.
Yeah, you're sitting there like
well, it was like flashing the cameras, you know. Couldn't get a good picture and everything. So
ruins it.
I worked my
Ruins
butt
the
off.
experience.
I am debating though on leaving Frankie up. I kind of like Frankie. Frankie's got a vibe.
Absolutely. I think it all intertwines with the vibe. I like it.
It's cool.
He's coming for you.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
it
you
looks
know,
like.
that's what he does. He just has fun.
I love it.
Oh.
Please tell me, are you going to do this for Christmas too? Is this like a whole vibe? Like, is this going to be the Christmas vibe soon too? Like, how soon? No pressure or anything.
Okay.
I don't mind helping. Like, I'm like offering my decorating services to like
well.
arrive with all my Christmas stuff and help.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're more than welcome. I will tell you this.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. In November, I have planned a Friendsgiving.
Ooh.
So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have some artists, and they're welcome to bring family, friends, whatever, and we'll just kind of hang out. And I'm going to set the cameras up, and we're going to have some overhead microphones
I love that.
to record the room, and we're just going to sit around, and we might have a few drinks. I hope
like
nobody
it.
has, you know, not
Guys,
one too
the
many.
podcast is getting really good now. I'm just saying, you might not want to miss that.
And
I love that. I like the free form. I like
Yeah.
that idea.
and then for Christmas, the whole month of December, I'm going to try and do at least 3 little Christmas parties
Cool.
with different artists.
That's
and
awesome. I love that.
again, with overhead mics so we can cover everything.
That's so much fun.
And then the very last show that I do in December will actually be probably just me,
That's awesome. I love
because that will be the end of season 1.
Wow. Yay. Applause.
Yay.
Sound effect. Applause.
You know, I
Do
wish
you
I
do
had that
Is
button.
that a thing?
I wished I had that button.
Oh, like in the shows, like you'd watch like Full House, everyone like, unless it's a live audience, you
Yeah.
never really know. Applause. I love that. That's
Yep.
awesome.
Oh, Lord. You know what we need to do?
What?
I've got that camera right there that usually does both of us, and both of us are split in half on it.
Oh,
You see it?
I can't really tell.
Yeah, that's weird. Miss Julie, can you move that camera back, please? And we'll just sit here and look at Ashley on hers. It's not as easy as you think.
Oh, yeah. Some mad skill going on there.
Okay, hang on, man. We're going to take a technical break. Okay, so we're back anyway.
Shortest break ever.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was just a couple of minutes. Just Miss Julie had to get that camera fixed because that was my. There we go. See, that looks a whole lot better.
Pet peeve, you fixed it.
Dude, I got it. I mean, how big of a list do you want?
There's like 2-page, there's a full book.
Well, you're a perfectionist too, so
I know. I do the same thing. I get it. Because when you watch it back and it's just like things that just make you cringe and you got to fix it.
oh yeah, it drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I go insane with it. So what have you been doing since the last time?
Oh my gosh. I feel like it's.
We got to catch up like
No,
old friends
I
here.
know. I'm trying to think all the things. So many things. So like we'd kind of talked about before, like kind of in the process of, you know, living here in Nashville, and I've been coming down for as long as I can remember. And I think, you know, Brendan and I want to like really kind of be here instead of traveling back and forth, which we like to do. We, you know,
Yeah.
pack up the car and we like driving. I hate flying.
Nothing like a road trip.
We like having the car, we like driving. I hate flying, so we try to avoid that. Because then you can bring all the gear and they don't take your guitar and shake it and do weird things.
Or throw it off the plane. And
Thank you. Or throw it off.
I seen
It's
I seen a thing on Facebook where this guy checked his guitar in, and then when he got it back, half the case was busted in.
Yep.
The guitar was tore all to heck.
Yeah.
And the airline was just like, sorry.
And then they kind of give you the runaround about it.
Yeah.
I know. I'm always super afraid of that situation. So I try to avoid that if we can. And then also, I don't know why it is, but when we fly, I always get in trouble for something. I'm always carrying something semi-mysterious, not so mysterious that they think is something mysterious. And yeah, they're like, ma'am, you're going to need to step to the side. And I'm like, excuse me? You know?
I ain't
If
stepping
anyone's
nowhere.
gonna cause some kind of problem, it's gonna be me because they're like touching my hair and doing this, and I'm like, don't touch that. It's like a whole scene. Brendan loves watching it. He's smiling over there because he knows that it's true. So yeah. Oh, I remember the last time we were here, it was like green smoothie. Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing mysterious. I hadn't even opened it. We got it at Whole Foods. It was totally fine to go through. It wasn't over any like limits that they had. And we go through and all these things start beeping. And the guy takes his walkie-talkie. He's like, I'm going to need backup. I repeat, I'm going to need backup. I'm like, he's going to need a lot of backup because we're going to have some sort of problem. Like get all the backup that there is.
Oh, yeah.
That's my green juice, right? And they come out, guys in suits with like this is for real, with like suitcases with like Petri dishes. And they're like opening it and putting it, I'm dead serious. Like they're taking it and testing the powder. Right
That is freaking nuts.
Yeah, and so they have me standing off to the side, and I'm like, I'm in big trouble for whatever green juice I bought. And they said that they think that whoever touched it last had chemicals on their hands, explosive chemicals, which it really wasn't. Like, I'm like, I had no idea what was going on. So it was a whole scene. It was a whole scene. And I just remember my friend being there and she's like filming it. She's like, oh yeah, you weren't joking about you having issues. And I'm like,
Exactly.
it was the funniest thing. So the big joke was that we took this green juice and when we flew back as a band, we all were taking it in little packets and putting it in each other's luggage because I'm like,
Oh, God.
some of y'all gonna get pulled over. It's not gonna be me. So the biggest joke was like this mysterious Whole Foods green juice that set off all the alarms. So we were taking
Yeah.
it, like I would zipper it in the drummer's bag and then he'd take it and put it in the guitar. So we got to the airport and one of them was like, oh, like trying to get rid of it before we go through because I'm like, you son of a. Yeah, every time it's always something. So I'm just like, man, driving is great.
Well, that's like Jeff Dunham. You know who Jeff Dunham is, right? The ventriloquist.
Yeah.
He was telling a story on one of his shows about he went into the Burbank airport and they detected something on Peanut,
Great.
and then they deduced that it was lotion. He had took a regular hand lotion and lotioned his hands. Mm-hmm. I mean, you're in puppets and everything else. Your hands are going to need some lotion.
Of course. Yeah.
And I mean, and it set off the alarms. I'm just like, holy crap.
I know. I get that they have to do their job, but sometimes it's a little extreme. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like,
Sometimes they target people too.
yeah, yeah.
If you're cute and I mean, I ain't getting into all that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Gets a little too personal.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we like to drive because we bring all the guitars, all the stuff, all the products that I want, way too many bags. And Brendan's like, nobody needs this many bags. And I'm like, Ashley needs this many bags. Like, I got a lot of stuff and not very many backpacks, So it's like bag, backpack, bag.
Look, I went to Mexico, okay? I built my house. 3 days later, I went to Mexico.
That sounds like a blast.
Me and a bunch of buddies, okay? We're all friends hanging out. I go down there, and everybody else has got like 4 or 5 bags, all this other crap. I go with one little duffel. That was it. That's all you need. You need to change your clothes. You need your shower stuff.
Brendan's shaking his head, yes, like, yeah.
I mean, what else do you need?
So many things, David, like hair stuff and clothes.
You're in the freaking water.
True.
Nobody knows you.
Sunscreen. The list goes on. I mean, remember our discussion on hair products that we talked about for like a solid 5 minutes?
Oh my
No,
God.
yeah. You were talking about your hair, and then you were like that you had it really long for the longest time, and then one of your questions was like, "What do you do with the hair? Like, do we blow dry it? Do we not? Do we style it? Do we not?"
Yeah, because Hannah Wright started that shit.
Yes, so funny. And I was like, "Oh my God, I have to think about what the process is now."
Well, I mean, her and Taylor Hughes was here, and Hannah leaned in, and she's like, "So what's these real hard questions, you know?" And I'm just like, "Okay, I got one for you. Do you blow dry or just let it dry?" I thought she was going to roll out the seat.
She was just like, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, come again?"
Yeah,
What did you
exactly.
just ask?
And that's the hardest question I ask.
Yeah, I like it. I'm into it.
I
I forget what the question was. Oh, you were saying like what was going on. So travel, a lot of travel stuff, songwriting.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, we were just talking about that.
Started somewhere in that realm. Kind of. That I have to say that one was my fault because I kind of took it to the airport.
It's okay.
And then it just
That's fine.
It just flew away. Yeah. So songwriting and recording and kind of just figuring out this next. It's such a next big piece of my life because my whole life has really been in New England and my family and everybody's there, and so it's like such a big piece is this next step, which is super exciting, and I'm all about it. But I've also never felt like I've fit in necessarily in the Boston, New England scene either. So in a way,
Right.
it's like a good thing. But it's also like that analogy of like you're jumping off the deep end and, you're not sure how close the rocks are, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
It's always that. But,
Well, I mean, look, it's only thing I can tell you is like I tell everybody else: stay true to yourself. Watch out for the sharks
oh, yeah.
because everybody wants a little piece of that cash, and just do you.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that because it's like, if you think about it as a whole, it gets overwhelming. So I prefer to just do the one day at a time little pieces of things.
Yeah.
It's easier to wrap your head around if you do it that way.
Yeah, because I get so much in my head sometimes,
Yeah.
especially with the show and trying to do things right and
Yep.
not piss somebody off. But anyway, I just get wrapped up in it. And I'm not going to lie, there's several times that I've said, screw this, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I have people around me that are like, no, you ain't.
I love that. It's all about the support and having a good
Yeah.
support system, I think is.
Well, Julie will get in my butt and chew me out about it. And then Anna will mouth off something and then she'll finish it up with a just do you, boo boo.
I love that.
I love that one.
That's good.
And my son, he'll take and just tell me straight up, stop messing around. Get out there and get it done.
Let's do it. Yep.
Just get it done.
I like that.
And it's it. Well, I mean, Tim Thurber, another buddy of mine, he's threatened to whoop my butt 5 times a Sunday if I. So.
There's all the encouragement that you need. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I could take him.
I like it.
He's a little bit younger, a little bit more wiry,
Right.
but if I ever get him locked up, just get a good lock on him,
Depends on the situation.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I think it's good. It's good to have friends and that support you and just people around that understand what you're doing and what you're trying to do. And I think it's all good stuff, you
Yeah.
know.
Well, I mean, everybody needs to understand. Don't feel bad or hate on yourself because you get a little bit discouraged
Oh, yeah.
because everybody goes through it.
Oh, absolutely. I think the biggest thing I've learned over time is I had to kind of let go of that perfectionistic thing too, because I don't think people care about that. I think it's like everyone says, like, just be yourself. And, you know, sometimes the whole thought too, just like no shame,
Pretty much.
which is rough. You got to let go. You got to drop the ego, just like zero shame, just be yourself, because or else it doesn't come off right. You know, it's not truly who you are. So I think
Right.
that's the biggest piece is, you know, when you're younger, it's like, you're like, oh, this person wants me to be this. Oh, I should try to be like that. And then you get older and you're like, wait a second, this doesn't feel right. You know?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot of that as an artist. You grow and your music like kind of follows with you, and you kind of let all those seasons happen so that you can write about them. And, you know, sometimes it takes time, you know. absolutely.
Makes you wonder
Mm-hmm.
how many people out there that have actually just gave up and the music that is gone to waste.
Yeah, there's a few that I can think of actually, and it breaks my heart. Even like my mentor, I'm totally not calling him out by talking about it, but just that it broke my heart when I was younger, like a tween, when I was working with him, and he was kind of coaching and mentoring me as a street performer. And I don't know what exactly happened. And I mean, life happens, you know, people all have to go in different directions. I totally understand it, but it broke my heart when he quit because he was someone that I really looked up to. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be him more than anybody else. And so when he kind of like deleted his website and took all his music off of all of the different
Oh man.
sites, and I was like thinking about back, like scrambling, like where are all the CDs, and thinking, oh my God, like this is, I was like kind of like grieving that loss of his music that I admired so much. But I mean, I understood it, but it also kind of, I was like, well, why? I don't understand. And then as I got older, I was like, okay, I get it now.
Oh yeah.
It's hard. It's draining. There's a
I
lot.
totally understand.
There's so many pieces that you have to juggle. But I never understood that at the time until I do understand it now. But I miss his music, and I hope that he's back playing and singing again, even if it's just for fun, because I'm like, God, like he was the most passionate performer. Do you know what I mean? Like it was just like, I saw him perform, and I think it was like he was like a featured person at like an open mic in the city. And I went up to him after. I was like, I want you to teach me to sing and play like you. And he was like, okay.
No problem.
All right. Yeah. And it was just an unlikely pair, you know. He's like shaved head, tats all down his like hands and arms, and like really gruff looking guy. Like you'd think he'd get up there and play like hard rock, and he really played like almost, I don't even know how to describe it necessarily. Like Americana folk, just very singer-songwriter, you know, like he was so passionate. He went through hard times. He was homeless for a while. He, you know, was such an inspiring person. But yeah, when he quit, I was just like, you know, I couldn't process that, you know, but
Hey,
it's a tough business, you know.
people go through their deal, you know. I mean, it's, you know, and that's what I tell people too, you know. I mean, it's, especially when you're starting out and you're indie, and of course now I'm preaching everybody to stay indie.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, what do you need a record label for?
It's true. I've been hearing that a lot more often.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's with all the internet stuff, the social media stuff, everything else. You already book your own daggum shows.
Right.
You're writing your own music. Transportation covered.
Yeah.
You got Mr. Wonderful over there to drive you everywhere.
True. He's smirking. He's like, oh man.
I thought he liked the Mr. Wonderful comment.
It makes me think of Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful.
That's true.
You know,
That's
and
true.
I mean, you just,
Yeah, there's different ways of looking at it for sure. I mean, times are a changing. So
big time.
yeah. Yep.
And that's what, I mean, well, it's like regular radio stations and stuff.
Yeah.
Used to,
Absolutely.
if you was in a small town and you went to buy a radio station, you're looking at 1.2 million, 1.8, something like that. And this is just a small radio station.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you can go pick it up for 175,000.
Right.
House costs more.
Wow.
Advertising is going away and all that, everything else.
It's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And then you got people like me doing podcasts. And half the time,
Thank goodness for that.
well, I mean, half the daggum time, if you're an indie, okay, and you haven't really established a good little following yet, a radio station will not put you on there.
Right.
You got to have the numbers.
Yep.
Whereas crazy individuals like me, we love you guys.
Heavy on the crazy.
Heavy, 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 heavy on the crazy. But
Yeah.
it's just I think it's one of the best outlets for
Yeah.
anybody that has an art and just wanting to get the word out.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's definitely, it's all a part of it. And, you know, all the experience that you have and the stuff that goes into it. And I think too, just like the genuine aspect of like the free form, like chatting with the artists and just getting to know them. I think it's such a cool format.
Oh yeah.
They really, all the artists, I know I appreciate it. So
Well, I mean, I like I like to make friends.
Says to camera, I like to make friends.
I like to make friends. Hello, darling. Come on my show,
This has
please.
been very fun. I don't even know what accent. I do the worst accents. Like, I can't even help it. The worst.
Oh, come on.
Brendan's like, yeah, she does. Like, I don't even know where it comes from sometimes. I'm like, remind myself to have to rein it in, you know.
You got a
When I'm in
British?
public, yeah.
Is it British?
Probably. It sounds like Aussie, but
Oh, Aussie's easy.
steroids, it's like a little bit of a combo that like literally makes zero sense, and people's genuine reactions usually are like, you know, like,
Yeah.
okay, you all right.
Well, see, a lot of people think the reason Ozzy sounds that way right now is because of how old he is. No, dude, he has always sounded like that. I went and seen him a long time ago, like 87, 88, something like that, you know, and he's running across the stage and it's just like, all right now, you know, and that was it.
That was it. Oh man.
You play a show in Nashville, I'm going to come down there and do that. All right now.
All right, come on, let's go.
Freebird.
Oh, well, at least I'll know. I think I'll know who it is.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. I went to a show and I bet there was 2 or 3 people in the daggum audience hollering, wanting somebody to play Freebird.
Oh, jeez.
Whatever happened to the days when you went to Nashville and you played your own original stuff?
I know.
Whatever happened to those days?
Yeah.
If anybody can think of that, please call me. 1-800 uh-oh.
I know. That's one of those things I think a lot of venues do. I mean, even in Boston area, it's the same thing. Like, we want covers, we want all this, which, you know,
Turn on the radio.
yeah. They want you to be a jukebox, and I was like, I'm never going to do that. I just couldn't. Like, I just wanted to be able to have or I'd have to lie about it. I'd be like, yeah, we'll do that. And it would be like, cover, original.
Yeah.
Just don't announce the original. Cover, original, don't announce. Anyone who wants advice, just try that.
It works
Try
out
that.
really, really
Don't tell
good.
them you're going to do it. Cover, original, and just don't introduce the originals is basically what we would do. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've
Which
got
was
to,
terrible, though, because then it defeats the purpose. You know, you want it.
but they hear it,
Yeah, they heard it.
you know. And you can go home
They
at
heard
night
it
going,
whether they liked it or not.
I played them.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. It's always bothered me because
Yeah. I hopefully that's kind of changing. I mean, I guess dependent on the room and where you're playing, but
yeah, I mean, if you go to any of the big clubs right on Broad, I think they're more of do what the audience wants.
yeah. Yep.
But that was weird though. During CMA Fest, I went down and seen my buddy Chris Turner down at where was he at? Julie Redneck Riviera. Yeah, he was on the second floor,
Oh, awesome.
and I was actually shocked. He did some covers, and then he did a couple originals.
Yeah.
And there was a guy in the audience went up there and put like $40-$50 in the bucket and told him, I don't want to hear another cover.
Oh,
I only want to hear your originals. And I'm just like, I love you, man.
that's amazing. I mean, that's great. That's what you want as an artist. Like, that's incredible.
I don't see how you, I mean, yeah, you can squeak out a living playing covers, but damn.
It's hard. Yeah. And then, you know, it's even worse. Is one of my favorite things when I do a cover is to make it my own. But the funny part about that is they don't want that either.
No.
They're like,
That's not how that goes.
this isn't correct. I'm like, that's because I changed it. And everyone's like,
See, they wouldn't like me doing that.
yeah. I'm like, but I don't like it that way. I like it this way. So yeah, I was like, again, when you were saying like, you don't play by the rules, I'm like, I don't play by the rules either.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
If you play by somebody else's rules, then you're just in their world.
Yeah.
I want to be in my own world.
Just gonna be okay with being unique, and some people lacking it and some people not.
Yeah, I mean, if you like it, great. All the love. If you don't like it,
everybody get on board or get off.
yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah.
you like it, good. You don't, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Or the Southern term, bless your heart.
Oh, he's just the sweetest.
Bless your heart.
Bless their little soul. Bless them, bless them. You just bless them. That's all you do. It's funny.
I love it. It's all good. You learn as you go, you know?
What's funny, though, you're going to move down here. And you're going to be like, that northern accent's going to start going away slowly.
Yep. Exactly. People are going to be like, it sounds like it's a little bit in between.
I give it 2 years, I'll see you somewhere, and you'll be like, Lord, there's David Bradley. How you doing?
Bradley, so good to see you. Oh, man. Gee, golly gee.
Y'all got to meet this man. Bless his heart.
Charlie G. Willikers. David Bradley. Oh, my.
Oh. What was we talking about?
I can't remember. We segued somewhere, and then it just, you know.
Well, it was, who? Oh, God. Brittany Bishop. I had her on here, and she kept saying we kept running down different bunny trails. And I'm like, there's a family of bunnies.
Here, and then I was there, and then it kind of just poof.
I'll meet you over by the carrots.
I like it.
Oh, Lord.
I like it.
That's crazy.
Well, it's how my brain works. So I'm just like, I'll be talking about one thing, and I'm like, oh, this, and like me telling the story is, it just starts here, and then it just kind of, and then it goes that way, and the person's like,
Yeah, where we
I
go?
was tracking the story, and it was here, and then it just poof, you know.
It just went away.
It just went away. That's how it works, you know.
I just call it old man syndrome, and I forget stuff.
I'm gonna start calling that too. I don't know what happened, you guys.
Well, I mean, you could always say it's a blonde thing.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm so hurt, David. I don't know how.
Oh, you know, I love you. Oh, God, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So what all else you been working on?
A lot of songs I've literally in the last like month and a half probably.
Got a gnat.
Ooh. I thought I saw something.
I think I killed it.
I think I got him. I thought I saw something fly by.
Does anybody else see the gnat?
Fruit fly, shoot, fruit fly. Don't bother me.
Fruit fly.
Yeah, just
anyway,
a lot of writing. Like probably in the last like month and a half, written like, God, probably like 50 songs that I'm just
Daggum.
really, really excited about. And yeah, I finally feel like it's really like me and just what I really, where I really want to be with the music, if that makes sense. And I'm just like super pumped to get in the studio and kind of get that stuff out there, you know?
That's awesome. I
Yeah,
love that.
it's like, as an artist, like I was saying, I just feel like there's so many different levels of kind of discovering like who you are and this story that you're telling and the vibe and the feel, you know? Like you kind of have to go through different phases. Like when I started, I mean, I did full on kind of folk music. I mean, it was very folk. It was like folk, you know, kind of singer-songwriter. And then it kind of, you know what I mean? It kind of went in different directions. And I've always loved country. My grandfather played and sang, and I grew up with that and always loved that. So it was always kind of there, and it just kind of, and it was a little bit more rock country for a while, which I still like. But it's somewhere in the middle of all of those.
Well, see, I think it's healthy if you have a good mixture, you know?
Yeah. I think it's always going to be a mixture, because a lot of times people, they're like, well, what kind of music do you do? Because like they'll hear like a couple different ones, and I'm like, it's, you know, country.
Well, I mean, you know.
I'm very confused, and I'm like, well, you know.
A lot of times, I mean, and people don't understand this, or they probably never even thought about it. But as an artist, when you go on that stage, you got to read the room.
Oh, yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Because once you get up there, you've got nothing but a folk set in your head. You go up there, and then you got like the tattoo guys and all this other stuff. And hey guys, we're switching to rock country. Okay. I mean, you got to do that, you know?
Well, it's funny that you say that, because I think that's literally what happened, is that if I was in a singer-songwriter room, I'm like, cool, like I'll play the more kind of like low key stuff that I have. And
Yeah,
then,
laid back.
God, we'd do these like big crazy shows in Maine, Trucks Gone Wild. I'll shout them out because I think they're awesome. And you know, huge crowd, and you know, I would go on after someone who's like a country hick hopper.
Hick hop.
Yes, thank you. And you know, they really hype up the crowd, so I'm like, shit, okay, all right, exactly. And then
Yeah.
that's when it would be like that kind of rock country stuff, which I love doing, and it's always been kind of a combo. But you have to read the room and feel out what that show's gonna be like, or else you sitting in a pretty bad place.
Yeah, and that tip jar don't fill itself.
Woo, yeah, that's no good. Yeah. So it does. I think that definitely counts to pick up on where you're playing and what kind of set you put together. And sometimes you put one together and you get there and you're like, uh-oh. Because, it's just not what you expected. So,
Okay, we're going back to the back seat and we're going to redo the set list.
you know what? It's always the back seat. Yeah. Like I'm sitting back there like, no, yeah. Oh, no. Oh,
Okay,
to
but
this one. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of sounds weird calling it the back seat. Let's just call it your office.
Yes, exactly. In the car. Yeah. I'm just like, okay, let's see what I want to do here. Yep. Rehearsing for shows. Like, man, yeah. It's always like on the road doing that, and this is fun, you know. I miss the band a lot. If they're watching, shout them all out.
Hey.
Oh, they're so awesome. They're super talented, and I'm hoping we're gonna be able to connect soon to do a show like for the next like single release or
Right.
EP release and stuff.
Now, are they based up north or?
Yeah, yep, all in the New England area. All some of the most talented people you'll ever meet in your life. Absolutely incredible. So I love playing with them, and hopefully I'll be able to drag some of them at least individually out this way to do some stuff too when they can. And,
Only thing you got to do is tell them how much they can make if they come down here, play with you. And then when they're not playing, you know, out on the road with you, they can become session players. They
yeah.
can,
Oh yeah.
you know, there's all kinds of things.
Oh yeah. They all of them have all kinds of individual projects and other bands and
Yeah.
you know, all kinds of great stuff that they're doing, but I do miss them. Yeah, it's like a family, you
Yeah,
know.
it is.
So.
Hey, if you ever need a keyboard player, I got one that just moved to Nashville.
No way.
Yes, his name is Brandon. He was over in Missouri.
Cool.
He moved over here because he had more opportunities.
Right.
And a good keyboardist
Wow.
is hard to find.
Oh yeah, no, I believe it. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'd love to hear him.
Yeah. I'll well, before we leave, I'll text him and see if it's okay, and I'll give you his
Yeah.
number
Oh,
and
that'd
everything.
be awesome. That's great.
Brandon, we gave you a shout out.
Whoop whoop.
I'm not saying your last name because you don't pay me. It's a sponsorship, baby. Sponsorship.
Get on board.
That'd be nice.
It's good water right there.
It actually is.
It really is. No, listen, I drink lots of water that is good water.
Yeah.
It is. I'm like the big cup toting person, like the Stanley with the straw, and it's obnoxious, and I just like clutch it and carry it around everywhere I go. It's like a really awkward security blanket. Like I just love drinking water, and I make it.
Who
weird.
was that?
Make it weird. I make it awkward. You know, particularly.
Was you helping me then? There was a girl that come in and sat down.
I'm not.
And like I said-
know I'm not the only one.
Like I said, I'm bad with names. But she came in and we did a show together and we had a lot of fun. And she had this, I mean, it was Hannah Wright. That's who it was. I had to stop and think because when she left, she forgot her cup. And I'm like, how in the heck do you forget something that daggum big? This was the biggest cup I had ever seen in my
It
life.
like doubles as a weapon. You know.
And she bejeweled it.
Oh my God! Now we really have to be friends.
I know.
because I'm all
I
about
mean-
bejeweling things. You know.
Oh, it was wicked. I mean, it was just totally wicked.
Wow, that's awesome. That is really cool.
I did give it back to her, right? Okay, yeah, that's right. We did give it back to her. I should have held it hostage.
I am all about bejeweling cups. It is.
So if you leave stuff, we're gonna hold it hostage till you get moved down here.
Gotcha. I see how this works. Oh, I love it.
we'll just hang the guitar on the wall.
Just everything's just like stuck to the wall.
Pretty much.
Well, tough luck, You waited too long. Sorry.
Hey, it keeps the cats from getting it.
Oh my gosh. So I'm so curious because I've never had cats because I'm semi-allergic. Not like allergic, like allergic if I pet them and I touch my face, it's all over.
Yeah.
I can like be around cats because I love animals. But when you guys have like decorations or a Christmas tree, what's the status? What? I am so curious. Like, what do they do? Do they just kind of like knock stuff over? Do they jump on it?
Okay,
I'm so curious.
It's like a 2-year-old toddler. It's the sneaky stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you something.
Is it more the ornaments that they're shiny?
No. No. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna put it in a nutshell for you.
I'm listening.
That pair of headphones you're wearing
Okay.
is probably 2 weeks old.
Oh no. Oh, the headphones went bye-bye. Okay.
Because I wasn't thinking, and I thought they wouldn't bother them.
Yep.
But I have bought 4 additional pair to the first 4 pair.
Man, is it the cords like the?
It's the cord.
Oh no.
It's got like a rubberized feel.
Yep.
And
It's straight up a toy. It's a toy.
Sin, the black one,
Yeah.
loves chewing on anything that's got like a rubber backing to it.
Oh no. Oh no.
Freya doesn't do that. Freya just starts over here and gets on the table, slides across the table, runs that way. I mean, I'm waiting on her to put a hole in the wall.
Oh my God.
She's just one of those spunky run cats.
Just like out of nowhere.
And I'm scared to death to put the Christmas tree up.
I'm so curious.
I know exactly what this cat's going to do.
What's she gonna do?
She's going to start on her NASCAR 500
Just like into the tree.
and then head for the tree. And look, I've already got the whole scenario in my head. She's going to be like smiling, running, and then she's going to jump. And she's going to have the smile on her face.
slow motion,
And then it's going to start dawning on her. And then she's going to be like,
Falling back with tree.
yeah, then straight into the tree. I mean, it's just going to be a nuts.
We only had that problem 1 year, but it was when our dog Ranger was like 1 year old or something. He was still a puppy, and he was fascinated by the tree. He's a rescue, so he's a little bit,
Yeah,
like
skittish.
we thought we were getting a puppy, but he is just a very interesting dog. Like my take on Ranger is that like in another life he was a person. Like he just does like interesting things, and we're like okay, you do you, all right. But he would walk around the tree and he would delicately select an ornament, and he'd like open his mouth and he wouldn't like bite down. He'd just take it and he would like deliver it to your hand and then just look at you. And I'm like, well, thank you for taking off the ornament. Like he'd take it off.
Let mommy put it back now.
Yeah, and then he'd like wag his tail and he'd gently select it and he'd gently bring it back to me, and I'm like, okay.
That means he loves you. He's bringing you presents.
So funny. So he wouldn't be like destructive, but I was like, this is so odd. Like, yeah, you'd just be sitting there and you just ornament, put it back, ornament. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about it. He's a funky one. He's so cute.
Wake up in the morning and have to put the ornaments back on the tree.
Just specific ones. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, a certain color?
No, they were usually maybe like shapes. Yeah, like certain like shaped ones. And I'm like, all right, okay. Yeah.
Wow.
Very interesting. He's a cute dog.
That gives you presents.
I've never had cats though, so I'm so curious about like what they do.
They're destructive little craps is what they are.
Oh my God.
I mean, they're cute and they get in your lap and you pet them and, the purring will soothe you asleep.
Yeah. And then it's like 4 a.m. and then.
Yeah. You wake up and the cat's still on you and you're just like, what the hell?
Oh my God. That's so cute.
But yeah, they just,
Pets are the greatest. I mean, honestly.
no, they're not.
David's like, no.
Okay, look, you call a dog, the dog will come to you
Selectively.
Wagging.
Selectively.
wagging his tail, all happy.
The beagle does not. The shepherd does.
Well, yeah.
The beagle's like, no. And she'll just like turn straight up,
Yeah.
turn around.
Well, the cat will turn around and look at you like, the hell you want?
Rang. Yeah. Yep. That sounds familiar. Familiar. The beagle, she's we call her the queen, and she makes decisions, and she's gonna come to you some days if you have food or peanut butter, and then anything else she's like, nah. So it's hit or miss with
Yeah.
yeah.
What the bad part with Freya is you get something to eat and you sit down.
Uh-oh.
Literally, I'm telling you. My daughter
So funny.
had some pizza on the plate,
Oh, good.
and we were sitting on the couch and the movie was on, and she was watching the movie. Was it Anna or was it you? Was it you? Oh yeah, that's right. Julie was sitting over there
Okay.
because we had been busy doing stuff on the show and everything,
Yeah.
and
Just wanted to have a moment.
just to
have
chill
a
out
piece
for a
of
few
pizza,
minutes.
relax.
And Freya, she's just sitting there staring at it,
Oh, good.
and we're watching TV, and then she does this. And literally snatches the food,
You're kidding.
and she don't eat it.
She didn't even want it. She
No.
just wanted to touch it.
She just wanted, I guess she wanted possession of said item.
Sure.
That's all I can think of.
The cheese is shiny. It's
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah.
You know. Oh.
I mean, I've given her a Cheeto before just to see if she would eat it. She wouldn't eat it.
She just wanted to like touch it,
Yeah.
select it, and then say no to it.
And then play with it. That was it.
That's so entertaining.
Yeah, cats are more entertaining than dogs.
Possibly. I think I'm
Because cats entertain themselves. That dogs, when they get to a certain age, they're kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna sleep. You know.
Yeah. My shepherd follows me around the house. Like
Oh, so you never get to pee alone too?
he's like, you know, those like sharks and all the fish are like, yeah. He's like, mom. I like open the bathroom door and his whole head, like his whole face falls into like the bathroom floor. I'm like, okay, so you were really waiting. Poor guy.
He had a timer on that one.
He's like, Mom, stop doing your hair. Just like, I'm here, you know,
Yeah.
open the door.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm building a rocket ship. Leave me alone.
Yep. The other funny thing, and that when we move here, I actually really want to bring Lucy Joe on the show because she sings. I'm dead serious. She is a singing beagle.
Okay.
Have I sent you that video before of her singing?
No, you have not.
So and it's like a certain key, like she's triggered by a certain key, and she'll like turn around and I'll start singing this song. And she comes over and she gets so fixated that she just keeps going. She's wagging her tail. She goes crazy. And I had posted it, I think, on Facebook or TikTok, and it just like blew up. And I was like, see, Lucy, you're the talented one. Like, let's be real.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about you. Everyone's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know.
Yeah.
The real star is Lucy Joe. I'm just saying.
There you go.
She's got to come on the show. You wouldn't believe it.
Well, it's like Anna's the black one, Sin. Mm-hmm. I was doing. It was just me, and I was doing an announcement or something. I can't remember. I think I titled it "Just a Show." I was just talking about stuff.
Yeah.
And next thing I know, I got the black one in my lap, and then she's nuzzling the microphone, and I'm trying to get her to say something. She ain't saying nothing.
Yeah. She's like, nah.
And then she gets on the back of my chair and just sits there. You can tell. I mean, look,
Oh my God. So she's just chilling.
a leather chair, and this cat has like, oh yes, this is so fun. This feels great.
Leather chair done.
Leather. Something about the leather.
Yep. That sounds about right. That's so cute.
That's okay. Us guys like leather too. It's the smell. I mean, you know, it's just that.
The new car.
You like
smell.
leather?
Yeah. I mean, kinda.
Kinda?
Maybe. Yeah. Like maybe vegan leather. Like See what
I
I did
done
there?
opened the wrong damn can. I gotta go to a different can.
See what I did there?
She doesn't want a steak. She
Anyways,
back to you.
this is our commercial break. The weather, what's the weather like, David?
Well, I stuck my head outside a while ago, and it was partly cloudy, and there was a moon up above.
There's an 80% chance that it's already raining.
And since we're in Tennessee, there's probably an 85% chance of rain, followed up with 85% chance of 100-degree weather, followed
There's
by...
a 50% chance that there's really bad traffic.
Exactly. No. You ain't been here on a full week. Come down here for a full week. It's like
Yeah, a whole different story.
it's different. I mean, it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon all the way up to like 7 o'clock. These people are trapped in cars.
Yeah. They might as well get out and have a picnic, just kind of let the time pass,
Well, you got to do something.
Yeah. Yep.
I've actually seen them throwing football.
People are standing on top of their cars playing music. They're like, well, I didn't make it to the show. However,
Yeah.
here we are.
Well, I mean, there was one time I was driving a truck. I was coming back from St. Louis. Snow hit, and it's
good.
yeah, it's like 12 inches of snow in Illinois in like 2-3 hours.
Oh my God.
So right there on I-64 before you get to 57, it was dead stop. We were stuck. Somebody wiped out ahead of us, and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's the situation where you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, and it was just like me and probably about 20 or 30 others. We started building like a whole snow village on the side of the road. We had a snow tree on somebody's car.
Oh my God, that sounds like
A snowball fight broke out. I mean, it was awesome shit,
There you go.
It was just happiness.
Making lemonade.
Yeah, and wasn't nobody mad at nobody. We was just having a blast, man.
Oh, yeah, I like that. That's good energy. I don't know for sure if that would happen in New England or Boston. I don't know. if that-
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it would play out that way. That's pretty great.
well, I mean, ain't up there in New England, like if you say hi the wrong way, the fight breaks out. I mean, that's what I've heard. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you ask for the directions, and they're like, the fists are already up. Not always, but I would say a good percentage of the time. Yeah. It's not as friendly as what it's like in the South. It's not the same.
Okay, so
Or like people feel like they're like very inconvenienced that
Yeah.
you've like asked something of them.
oh, how dare you?
Yeah. It's definitely like, and yeah, it's just it's just very, very fast paced. And so they don't have time for anything else. And it's just like, nah, I can't. No.
Yeah, I take my time.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It is. It's just like it's just a different energy,
What about the bars? Do they still have bars, or is it called pubs up there? Because I know when I went to Canada, there were no bars. They were all pubs.
There's definitely bars. I think if you go further into the city, they do have like the Irish like pubs, like pub stuff like that, like in Cambridge and Boston, Harvard Square and stuff. They do have a good amount of pubs.
Well, there's more Irish there.
Irish pubs, which is
Are
great.
you Irish?
Oh my gosh, what? I am.
Cool.
Yeah, yes, very, very, very Irish from my dad.
Miss Julie, she'll have some Guinness and what's that Irish whiskey? Jameson.
Oh, yep, there you go. Yep, take a couple of those. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't even drink, girl. Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm not a huge like beer fan, or I guess really not so much whiskey either. Wah, wah.
We'll send you an anniversary present. No liquor whatsoever.
There you go. Just send me the Sasquatch. Send me the little Sasquatch game. We're good.
No.
We even.
No. Aaron Mertez got that for me, and I love that little thing.
Gosh darn.
He told me.
It
Yeah.
was really. I just love that he's like in the the Zen.
Oh yeah, he's just
Right.
like totally just.
He's just chill. He's just chilling,
Chilling
like a villain.
He's got probably the whole Buddhist,
Yeah,
chant going.
He's got that energy. He's just like, yo, I'm Sasquatch. Everybody deal.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to be like 8 foot tall or something like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, even Shaq would look up to him.
Right.
What's up, dude?
I love it. It's so cute.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Like in our house, especially when it's like holiday stuff, I'm like everything, and like Brendan like is not into this, but I like having like little figurines and like trinkets everywhere, and he's like,
My biggest dream that I've always wanted. I'm going to tell you this because you're going to freak out.
okay.
The one thing I've always wanted is an authentic Christmas village.
Oh my gosh, like the ones where you can turn, like it lights up
Yes.
and everything.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, so my mom has those, and I've always been obsessed with those. Like where you can walk around and turn every single like part of the village on
Right.
at nighttime. It's just like, it's so cool.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool to look at those. Those
You
are
know, and
amazing.
I would love to have that, and if I could figure out how to like build certain levels
Yeah.
and then have all the wires and then you just, flip a switch on the back.
Oh yeah. So then all of them kind of go on together, like it all.
Well, I mean, you have them,
connects or
you have each individual thing labeled.
Yeah.
And you can just, from the back of it, turn them all on or just turn one on,
that'd be so cool.
I
I love those.
could pretend that there's like this real cute single lady in this one and it's okay if I come over when the light's on, but
I love it. I know. I definitely love the little villages. It's good. It's cool to start little collections of those, because then when it is the holidays, like you just put everything out. Like we go crazy for Christmas, and we do like the whole yard set up. Like I go crazy, right? And it didn't start off that way, but we had a neighbor that like walked by, and she's like, "Oh, are you guys like competing this year?" And I was like, "Say what now? Come again?
oh, there's a contest?
Say more?" Yeah. Like immediately the like lights off, and Brendan comes home from work and he's like, oh my God, like what have you done? And I'm like, Christmas. Like the, like the excited like elf, like you know. And then we could go ice skating, then we can go caroling, and he's like, oh my God. What did I just sign up for? But yeah, we go crazy. Like you could probably see our house from space is the kind of crazy we go.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Did Brendan love that situation?
No.
No, because then we got the electric bill and he was like, Ashley, you could hear it distance, echo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kind of like Fred Flintstone hollering at Wilma.
I just can't,
Wilma!
I can't help myself. And then every time, so then I'd get more, right? But I'd order them from Amazon, and I told the Amazon guy to take the box and hide it in the back of the bed of the truck or behind the house. And so then I'd add a new one every single time. And Brendan's like, where did that one come from? And I'm like, oh, gee, gosh, I don't know.
Yeah, but now you've let the secret out.
Me and the Amazon guy were tight. I'm like, put it behind the
What I did when I was younger.
He's shaking his head over there.
Oh yeah, I see him. He's just like, oh my God.
Like I would just add a different one, and he'd be like, it was that one that I'm like, yeah, you're just your memory. You just can't remember that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't remember stopping and picking that up for
God,
me?
I can't believe that you don't remember that was a gift that you.
You bought me that 2 years ago.
Yeah. So like
Exactly.
it would just grow, and it would just grow, and the neighbors would walk by and they'd just be like, whoa.
I started when I was younger. The deer. My dad had 3 on the wall in our living room.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like 10 years old standing on the couch. And I put garland around their neck. And I had the balls hanging off the antlers. And it's always got to be the red ones, and I always decorated them.
There you go.
And
Anything you can decorate in the house, you got to just go for it.
yeah. And then that one right there, we did that this year.
I was convinced too. There was one year where I was like, there should be a Christmas tree in every room. And Brendan's like, that's a terrible idea. I'm like, Yeah, it's a good idea, right? It's good.
No.
So I got like big trees and little trees and like, the fiber like the crazy ones. So I put them in every room and Brendan would just be like, oh.
Well,
I
see,
think I gave Brendan like crippling anxiety from Christmas. He's already like getting a little tense in the chest.
you're in the South
He's
now.
like, woo.
You're in the South now. We've got people buy those little ceramic trees with the bulbs that are already in them.
And that's just it. That's the tree.
No, they put them everywhere.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying
You ain't gotta
that's
buy.
the substitute. I'm like, no.
You ain't got to buy, like $200 tree and
I
put
see
in
what
every
you're
room.
saying. Like it's like
yeah,
different kinds of trees.
exactly. And you can get, white, green,
Yep.
Different colors.
Yes,
And then you just put them in every room.
it's a good idea. I do like that idea too.
Well, it's
a
cheaper.
collection. Yeah, like we have like speaking of like talking about moving, and Brendan's like, what about all the Christmas stuff? I'm like, don't you touch my Christmas stuff. Yeah, I'm like crazy. Like he goes into the basement. I'm like, don't touch stuff. Like, don't touch my Christmas stuff, okay? I've got a couple things, all right, that I really love, all right, and just the Christmas, it's a part of it. I mean, is it an odd list? Yes. Sparkly things, Christmas stuff, unicorn things. It's kind of strange, anything dogs, puppies, animals, like just I have these odd things that I'm just like, okay. These are the things.
Yep.
Brendan's like used to it now.
Are you used to it, Brandon?
He goes, Poor guy. He he somewhat knew what he was signing up for. So like, maybe like a much lower level of that.
Oh,
of
yeah.
This version, but you get what you.
Nothing like a tune in. What in the world is that thing?
This?
Yes.
It's a little snack. It's a snack tuna.
A snack tuner?
There's the Boston snack.
Snack.
Just to pack the can, have it yet. It's a snack. It's literally called Snark, but yeah, snack. It's a snack. And they're like, it's a what? It's a what?
It's a snack.
I think these are great because it's just really easy to do it. And you're not just sometimes doing it by ear. It's a little bit shifty.
Well, see the gadgets and everything y'all got nowadays.
I know. Well,
We didn't
usually,
have all
like,
that crap.
A floor pedal is good too, but the floor pedal I have is not very efficient. So
I need a floor pedal.
You had to tune your guitar uphill both ways in the snow, right?
No, I never tuned a guitar. Honestly, I'm serious. I've never tuned a guitar. I've tuned a bass. I've tuned a fish. Tune a fish. Boom, 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 boom.
I always laugh because I found my ukulele the other day, and you get so used to the guitar. I was like, man, tuning that was like a doozy. I was like, wait, oh yeah.
We're going to write a song over here?
Yeah. Well, don't forget the David Bradley song. Like,
Oh, you got to do that on your own.
do that on your own time.
Oh, I'll
We're gonna come back to that.
yeah, I wrote something the other day.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did, but I wrote like the chorus
Oh
and
my
then
god, that's awesome.
a couple of little things, but then somebody told me that's kind of risque, and I'm like,
Ooh, now I'm intrigued. Okay.
yeah, because
Interesting.
any song on the radio,
Mm-hmm.
and I know a lot of people do this stuff,
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask you, do you do that when you're listening to a song on the radio?
Do
like
what? Like-
just you in the car, and you're just like changing words?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
Because I go weird on some of them.
Oh yeah, just for fun, just fill in the blank. Like anytime someone's like says girl, you're just like squirrel. You know, you just kind of Just kind of adjust it to your liking, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's sitting on the dock of the bay, waiting on her to move and go the hell away. Different stuff.
I like it.
It don't make sense, but I just do different stuff.
Sometimes it just fits. It just happens to fit so well, or the artist says a certain thing that you thought that you heard them say, but it's really not that, and it just becomes one of those things that you sing it wrong, and everyone's like, "What did you just say when you sang that?" Look up those lyrics, okay?
There's a comedian out there, and his whole show really is
replacing the lyrics, right? I think
no. It's what you think you hear, but what it actually is.
Yeah, I think I remember that. It's hysterical. I think I remember watching that.
Yeah, I seen that, and I was just like, man,
so entertaining. You're like, oh my god, like you really start to like hear it, and you're like, oh my god, now I can't unhear this. Like,
yeah. But the whole time you were singing it wrong anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of lyrics in songs where I think that I thought, and I was like, oh my God, all this time?
Yeah. I mean, look up the lyrics of some AC/DC songs and you'll be like, that's not what it says.
What?
Yes, it does.
Woo. Yeah. Absolutely. I know that happens a lot.
I mean, it's
think
crazy.
That about a bunch of songs. I'm like, okay. Or you Google them and you're like, astonished.
Just crazy stuff, man. I love it. You gonna play another song?
Yeah, I was thinking that. I remember how you were saying the last time on the show that the audio was kind of dropping in and out. So I figured maybe I could do my
Oh, you gonna do the one that you did before?
Yeah, the angels and demons. Maybe see if it comes through a little bit better than the last time.
I listened to that song for like 2 months after you did that on the show.
Oh, no way.
I love that song.
Oh, cool. All right, well, I'm going to do a little bit of a
I keep thinking
different version of it. Similar, but I like to change things up a little bit.
Well, you got to. It's your song. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
Na 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 boo boo.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's called Angels and Demons. Actually, you know what? I'm even gonna...
Uh-oh. We're changing on the song.
Yeah. I'm even gonna do it in a different key because I did that earlier and I thought it was kind of cool and kind of different and kind of weird all at the same time.
Did we change it to a rock chord?
This is the death metal version of Angels and Demons. Get ready. I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? You're like, turn off the camera and start.
Nope.
Cut the sound.
Crank it. I'm a metalhead at heart.
You opened the door and I was screaming. Slammed your fist into the wall, then you shouted back at me. Down the hall, we were just two kids, lost in this real world. It's not a fairy tale like they told us it would be. We were crashing, drowning, just trying to save ourselves. Calling out my angels, calling out my demons. I don't know how to be somebody you love, somebody who wants you, somebody who needs you, somebody to fill the rest of your days. Calling out my angels, calling out my demons. I don't know how to be somebody you love, somebody who wants you, somebody who needs you, somebody to fill the rest of your days. Hey, hey. I jumped in my car and I was leaving. You ran right into the road, tried to block my way. You can't let me go. We were just two hot heads losing losing our tempers, not as painless as we thought it would be. We were crashing, drowning, just trying to break our fall. Calling out my angels, calling out my demons. I don't know how to be somebody you love, somebody who wants you, somebody who needs you, somebody to fill the rest of your days. I wish I could be the one, wish I could be love, wish that we could be enough. I wish I could be the one, wish I could be love, wish that we could be enough. Calling all angels, calling all my demons. I don't know how to be somebody you love, somebody who wants you, somebody who needs you, somebody to fill the rest of your days. Calling all my angels, calling all my demons. I don't know how to be somebody you love, somebody who wants you, somebody who needs you, somebody to fill the rest of your days. Hey. Oh. Oh,
I love that song. I'm sorry. I just do.
I like playing that one. It's a fun one.
It is fun.
It's I used to play that one a lot too with the band. I think in the back of my head I still hear all the different
Yeah.
shaking his head. I hear Kat and Lily and their the fiddle parts at the end.
Yeah.
I just have a
And then the background vocals. You got to have background vocals.
oh yeah, of course. And the background harmonies. My drummer's background harmonies are insane. He's crazy. He can sing so high. Like he would sing things and we're like
Yeah.
amazing. Like he's it's a lot. It's
And
a
what
lot.
I-
It's amazing.
Yeah, but what I like about your voice, and I've told several people this. Of course, I've told several people they need to listen to your stuff too. But
Thanks for doing that.
it's the way you vocalize. I mean, it's because I've noticed even tonight, the first song you did, it didn't sound too folksy, you know. But then this song, the way you changed it a while ago and do it, it's got a folksy
Yeah.
vocal, but it's slamming on the guitar,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and I love that.
It's definitely a combo, and I'm not sure where that comes from, other than just like, especially how I learned to play and just write and everything. It's like all the like touching on all these different types of music that I think I like too, you know. So it's sometimes people are like perplexed and they're like, well, I mean, that's not country, and I'm like, yeah, but like, what really is country now?
Exactly. Okay, you
like,
define
listen,
country for me right now.
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, it's like so many different things now, and I love traditional country, and I can do traditional country. Like I used to kind of do that too, and I like that. I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's like you don't want to put yourself in a tiny little box. You want to kind of just be what you are, you know? But
Well, I mean, it's like somebody in the music industry decided that we're going to take country music and we're going to make it sound exactly like Foghat, Eagles. You go on back. I mean, come on.
yeah. Well, I know, and sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it depends on how a song is literally produced too, because you
Yeah.
have two people cut a song, and one person makes that song sound like a fully pop song, and the other person takes that song that sounds like a country rock song, or this song set. You know what I mean? There's so many
Yeah.
different ways based on the instrumentation and the way that they pronounce the words or say it. Like there's so many
Yeah.
different options. It's kind of interesting. So
Yeah, there's a guy over, I can't remember the country he's in. But you give him a song, doesn't matter what it is. I think his first name's Leo. God, what is his name? That's going to bug me.
is he going like produce that song in like a bunch of different ways, or?
No, what he does is he takes whatever song and he turns it to metal.
That's cool.
And it's the name of his studios that he does everything up under is Leapfrog Studios.
Oh my God, I love that.
And his first name is Leo. But every instrument, he plays it. Vocals, he does it.
Wow.
And occasionally he has friends come over and stuff like that. But
Wow.
he turned the Sultan of Swing
Oh my God.
into metal. And I was like, dude,
That's
rah, you know.
I love that. I think that's so cool when people can do that. Like I love the creativity. That's
Well, I mean, it's
there. You know, it's.
all into each person's interpretation.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason why I told that story about Leo,
Yeah.
because
I love it.
you know
I
he's
love that.
he's got that. His last name ain't Norway. Oh, he's from Norway. Okay.
No, I can't pronounce his last name.
I mean, that
Well,
would be a cool last name too. I mean,
You got to see a studio. Oh my God, it's to die for.
amazing.
I love the studio.
That's so cool.
I mean, it's just you wouldn't know how to act with studio in your house.
Would I have? Do I have a studio in my house? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying you wouldn't know how to act if somebody gave you a studio in your house.
Oh God, I don't think I would. I'd be like, what does this chord do? I'd be like, I know how to use like 1% of this. I'm liking the way all of this looks. However, I'm afraid to touch anything. Like,
Yeah.
just even what you got there looks like too many buttons for me.
No, it's not. It's too little for me.
I mean, I have like a little makeshift. Yeah, I would not know how to act if I was. I'd be like, that's pretty legendary. That's awesome.
Yeah, but I mean, you wrote 50 songs, and I think the last time we've seen each other was what, April? Was it April when I did the studio live stuff?
March.
I don't remember. It was CMA Fest. It was in June.
Was it?
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, it was June. It was June. Why did I?
Was
say,
it June?
Why did I say March?
I don't know.
Wow.
And you're not even drinking. But anyway,
This water, yeah, it's really.
yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Woo! So June, July, August, September, October, 5 months. You wrote 50 songs in 5 months.
Oh yeah.
If you had your own studio with your personal push a button engineer shows up,
Ha!
you imagine how many songs you could write.
Evil laugh initiated. Yeah, that would be insane.
You'd be like writing Christmas songs,
Oh yeah. Yes.
Halloween song.
Maybe.
Do they make Halloween songs?
You know, unless it's like that creepy sounds, like ooh, sound effects. Yeah, no,
I got
for
you covered
real.
on sound effects.
I mean, that would be pretty awesome. That'd be legit. Somebody, Brendan, you're hired. Get on that. Yes.
Yeah,
So
when
he
y'all
said-
get moved to
he
Nashville,
says-
you're going to SAE.
Yep. That would be pretty great. It'd be better than the setup I have now. That's for sure. I mean,
Oh,
I've got like a little tiny board. I'm like, I know what this does and somewhat of like what this does. And I just plug it into my phone.
oh my God.
I just plug it into my phone, right into voice memos. Boom.
Somebody get this girl a
Signed,
board.
sealed, delivered song.
It's yours.
Which is the worst thing though, because you can't split up the track, so it's just live. So if I mess up anything on the guitar. I'm like, you know, like do it like 80 times and the
Okay.
vocals sound great. And then the guitar is like,
This board, you can either track on it or it's full mix. Either way.
yeah.
And then you hit a button here and you got all these little processing things.
And it's got this whole array of what looks like Christmas light colors. So I'm also into that.
It's pretty lights. It's pretty lights.
It's also pretty aesthetically, you know, it works.
It's cute.
It's cute.
Even this little guy's cute.
He's not that cute. I mean, he's like, okay, he's like kind of cute. But not
Look,
super.
no, you got to look at this just right. Okay. Now this is
He's
Jason.
holding a bloody knife, David.
Yeah, but it's Jason. Now, a little bit of imagination. Follow me on this now.
Okay.
It's a little bit of an imagination.
Yep.
But if you're looking at it from the side, okay, only that side of his face is covered with the mask, Phantom of the Opera.
Oh, okay. I was following for like a little bit, and he's also got this like he's
Yeah.
got one eye that's like
Yeah, it's kind
you
of
know
weird.
he's twitching like he's ready to do some bad things,
Mm-hmm.
judging by you know the knife and the blood. So
What music do you listen to?
what do I personally listen to? Oh God.
Just throw the guitar off to the side, and what do you listen to when you're in your car just riding around?
Oh man, I've got so many different playlists. Like I feel like it would make no sense. Like Spotify can't figure me out, right? Like I'm just like all across the board. I love all types of music.
I don't even listen to Spotify.
Yeah, I like to download stuff too. Like I'll have like just like on my phone, just downloaded songs. Like I'm one of those people that like when I had my other Apple, which I was really mad that I updated my Apple because they take away the CD thing. And they make you
Oh,
buy
yeah,
an
yeah.
attachment. I was like,
Yeah.
those sons of, and so I would take CDs of just artists that I love and just pop in my computer and then get it to my phone. So I have a lot of stuff in my phone, but I have like my nostalgic playlist of things I like to go to. So like James Taylor, Josh Ritter, Ellis Paul. Like again, that's kind of like the folky Americana stuff that I love.
John Prine. I love me some John Prine.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they're
Just out of the blue every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Grandpa wore a suit to dinner nearly every day.
yeah.
No
I just, like-
particular reason. He just dressed that way.
I love it.
I love that song.
So good. Yeah, there's like a bunch of playlists. I love listening to Chris Stapleton, Sturgill Simpson.
I like the I'm trying to say something and I can't even do it. I like the collaboration between Justin Timberlake and him.
Oh, completely. That was incredible.
That was an incredible. I mean, it made the arm hair stand up on me.
Yeah. That was pretty amazing when they
I mean, it was awesome.
Yep. I love him.
I mean, Chris Stapleton's voice on that with Justin and just the acoustic guitar and how he had that beat going, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, everything just meshed.
Or how about when Chris did too the national anthem recently? Like, did you hear that?
Dude,
forget-
everybody cried.
Yeah.
That had to have been, and his views on that went through the freaking roof.
He's something else entirely.
Chris
Insane.
look, I'm telling you, Chris was probably, when he was younger, brought here by aliens, and they forgot to take him. And they left him here, and
Right.
he grew up in the wild,
Honestly.
you know, and he's just got
Next level.
that voice of his is
Yeah.
just, I mean, it's crazy.
I love him. I'm big fans too of like Grace Potter, Brandy Carlisle. Love Brandy. She's always been a big inspiration of mine. God, there's so many. I mean, the list goes on. I love me some Lainey. She's fantastic. Ashley McBride is amazing. Lori McKenna has always been one of my favorites. Love listening to some of her old records. I mean, her new records are great too, but I love some
Yeah.
of her old stuff. And I really vibe with her because she's in country, but it's very singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
So I love that aspect of her.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
when Ashley McBride came out with that, I think she just released it not too long ago. But the kitchen song,
Yeah. No, I think I know which one you mean.
I can't remember.
Yeah. I think
She left the kitchen light on or something.
Yes.
I can't remember exactly.
I know which one you mean.
But I vibed with that song.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and hell, I'm sitting here at my kitchen table talking to you. So, I mean,
Yeah. I love that.
you know,
I love that. Just just honest, raw songwriting. Like, I just love
I
that.
think that's what it is, really. I mean, it's just that honest, raw.
Yeah. There's no, like, frills to it, really. It's like,
Yeah.
here's the voice, here's the song, and there's something I just really appreciate about that. But I think I appreciate it because I grew up being in folk rooms and being, like, really appreciating certain people who just were like that. Like Josh Ritter, Ellis Paul, like, they are just, like, cut and dry. Like, here I am, here's my song, here's the story, and you just get immersed in it. You know, it's like this whole new side of storytelling with music, and it's a beautiful thing to watch, you know.
Was there more folky up where you lived?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like, if you go to Club Passim.
Because I'm sitting there thinking, like, of course, the folkiest stuff when I was younger was the whole beatnik scene, and everybody was cool with the black hat and the little mustache thing going on, smoking
Yeah.
a cigarette.
Some of the best, I've heard some incredible over the years, learned from some incredible folk singer-songwriters, and
There's an art to that all its own.
it's a lot. I mean, the folk rooms, I mean, even as a young kid, I'm 13, 14, standing up in those places, every single person sitting in that room was a musician who had been playing for longer than I'd been alive. And, you're right on, there's no stage usually. And
Yeah.
right on the, you'd be standing or sitting playing and they'd be like right there. And I'd be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's almost like a whole different vibe and feeling. I loved that. I was terrified by it, but I also really learned a lot from such incredible musicians, and you just see the level of the talent. Ellis Paul is one of my favorites to mention. He's one of those people, like, he can stand alone with that guitar and his voice, and you're just mesmerized.
Yeah.
There's something about that, and yeah,
Well, it's kinda
very
like-
cool. It's very cool.
That's kind of how I feel about Jay Edwards. If you ever get a chance to meet Jay Edwards,
Yeah.
meet him and talk to him and see one of his shows,
Oh, I definitely will.
because his voice ain't anything you ever heard before.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's just the whole long hair. You think you're getting a hippie kind of guy,
And then it's something.
And he's the sweetest man I've ever met. I'm telling you, he is just the nicest guy. And
That's awesome.
I went to one of his shows, and he sang here
Wow.
on my show, and I was just like, I get blown away by certain people's voices.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of like yours. I mean, I get blown away by your voice.
Oh,
Hey, you can ask him. I was just sitting here just jamming.
David.
I was just sitting here jamming.
That's awesome. Well, it's I always enjoy, like, the last time I said, literally after we did the podcast, is like, that was the most fun that I've had on any show. Like, I was just like, what the heck? This is so cool. Like, can we do this all the time?
Well, you're moving to Nashville,
I know,
so.
right?
And I think
Knocking on David's door. Yo, David. It's like 8 a.m. He's like, no, Ashley, not today. Really,
look, if
really
you want to cut
sorry.
another song, okay? I mean,
He's like, what did I ask for?
no, I think Julie's going to sign you up on the Christmas stuff too. So,
Oh, look out.
mm-hmm.
Look out.
See, she got the nod. She did the nod.
Right? And then when you guys start to do your Christmas decorating and you need help,
We're doing that in November. When y'all moving down here?
that's a Brendan question.
And that is
I
the
totally
biggest.
put him on the spot. I have no idea.
That was the biggest deer in the headlight look I've ever seen in my
was like-
life.
Crickets, crickets, crickets. Yeah. Yes. To be announced.
Damn.
TBA. To be continued.
I'm gonna have to tell everybody in the house, look out, Ashley's crashing on the couch for a while.
Yeah. Look out. Oh my God. I know. Well, I'm already like bumming about that because, like, at the different apartment complexes, they're like, you can't decorate. Like, you can't. I mean, you can, but not to the level that Ashley decorates, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Well, I mean, You can do what you want to inside your own apartment.
See, that's the problem I'm having is I'm not
Yeah.
okay with that. It's got to be all or nothing. You know,
Yeah.
it's like the whole shebang, right, Brendan?
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, it's been a day.
She's going to have, like the whole reindeer, Santa, sleigh, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Frosty on the roof.
The whole deal. The only reason I didn't do that last year is I couldn't get on the roof or I couldn't find the ladder. Yeah. That's the only reason that I didn't.
I figures.
I was like, how do I hook this to the roof? Duct tape, and Brendan was like, no. Yeah, my solution to everything is just duct tape.
Well, that's what you said before. I was
Yeah.
just like,
And you're like, are you sure? I'm like, no, for real. Duct tape fixes everything. I mean,
so for Christmas, you're getting a duct tape wallet.
yes. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, like the duct tape that comes in all those different pretty colors with designs.
Uh-huh.
There you go. You just, all the different colored ones, and you just do your thing, and it's all good, you know?
Yeah, I'm sitting here talking and laughing, and I totally forget to change camera angles and stuff. I'm telling you, I'm getting bad about that.
But
It's been on you this whole time.
it was my fault. You know, I forgot what button was which, clearly.
Well, what I thought was funny was when I sat back down in the chair from taking my little potty break, I pushed record and you didn't even know it.
Oh, man. So I'm just sitting here like, and you're just like recording. David's like, I don't care. I'm turning this thing back on. Get ready.
That's what I thought was funny because you kept calling that little thing that whatever the hell you said.
Oh, jeez.
Damn it.
The snack. Oh, no. So the whole snack thing,
Yeah.
the whole Boston Yard thing is on this recording.
Yes, I loved it. It was funny.
Oh, boy. Coming back to haunt you later on.
Wait a minute. Was that the tune of Jingle Bells?
Was it?
Possibly.
Coming back to haunt you later on. I don't know. That was just, random.
It could have been.
I live in a
Jingle
constant
bells,
state of
jingle
just
bells,
random,
jingle all the way.
melodies that just enter and leave and come and go. So
You got any Christmas songs?
no. Well, I do. That's not true. I released actually an album last year of
Nothing but Christmas songs.
all the Christmas songs you can think of. Over the years, I've done a bunch like different classic versions and then the Ashleyized versions.
Oh, man. You know what would be cool?
Yeah.
I just thought about this.
Uh-oh.
We'll do a
Uh-oh.
This will be cool. We'll do one of the Christmas shows, and you'll be here, and we'll get some other people and I'll do the bass, and we'll do like a acapella,
Oh.
like Pentatonics.
Oh, my God.
That would be cool.
Look out. I like that idea.
That would be fun.
I am all about Christmas, so I'm on board.
I like acapella stuff too.
Yeah,
so,
that's
I
awesome.
mean, there's a unique style to that.
Are we going to hear something right now, or is that
What?
just like
No, I can't sing.
that wasn't a setup for like, here's the acapella?
No. Mm-mm. No.
You can't put David on the spot, can you? Not really.
Not really.
It's not a thing, no.
Hard to embarrass too.
Which leads us back to the zero shame thing. Zero shame, then you're good.
See, I call it a different thing.
Okay.
0 fucks given.
Zero bleeps. Are you gonna have to like go back in and be like on MTV, like put the little censor thing over? Or
No, it's
is
my show.
Are we good? Okay.
It's my show.
I like that.
The only
It's
thing is
my
she's looking at me weird right now. So I have an on-site censor.
Woo! I like it. Yeah. See, if you still had your long hair, you could go, it's my show. It's
Yeah, well,
you know,
I just
my show. Woo!
it's nothing but fun. I mean,
It's all good times.
look, if you can't have a actual regular, relaxed, uncensored kind of conversation with people,
Yeah.
you censor yourself.
What's the fun in that?
You censor yourself every day.
Oh yeah.
Kick back, relax, have a conversation.
I know. I have to censor myself from swearing all the time, and I feel like it hurts a little bit after. I'm like, "Ugh," and then I have to just yell them later. into the universe.
You know,
and I
but
feel better. But
There's so many people
do the
out there.
neighbors
though.
feel better? No. Do I
No,
feel
they don't.
better? Yes.
But there's so many people. That's how you build up rage. I'm telling you. When you're in the car by yourself and
just
you
get
know you
pumped
ain't
up. Yeah.
you ain't got to worry about what you're saying and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
absolutely.
Windows are rolled up.
Yep.
You can call Blue Chevy any name you want to
Yeah.
and just rip roar it.
Yeah. We did that a little bit today on the way here. Actually,
Was you road raging?
I mean, like only ever so slightly. Like I would
Just
say
slightly?
like 6%. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So like
Okay.
not as much as usual. He doesn't like to be in the car with me when I drive because What? He's just like, no. But
Hey.
I am a good driver. I get a little hostile? Perhaps.
And that'll be the third time she's had to stop at Starbucks.
Yeah.
Throwing the coffee out the window,
I
are
know
we?
that is the only Boston that will ever come out with me is in the car.
The only Boston?
Yeah.
Boston.
Bas-
Boston.
That is the only time.
I'll get it right one time.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah.
I
Hey.
can't believe that other stuff is on tape.
Hey, Paula, that's for you.
There's nothing to hide now.
Oh, no. You want me to take it out? I'll take it out.
No, I'm just kidding. It's good.
Okay.
It's better for people to see now, you know. Just get all of it out on the table and then you're good.
Exactly. And pretty soon we'll have a brand new Boston Road Rager. Gotcha.
Hey, I let people go. You know, I'm like, you go ahead, third person. I'm like, too many. My turn.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, that's it. That's where it ends, you know.
Mine turns into, look, you butthead. I already let two others go. You can wait your damn turn.
You can wait just for a minute. Yeah.
It won't take but a second. It's okay.
Yeah. Look out.
All right.
Literally, you know. It's a bright car, so you see it coming. Don't
Yeah. All right, girl. You about ready to get off here?
Yeah. We let the people go and do what they gotta do.
All 5 of my listeners?
There's gonna be more once I share it.
That'll work.
Look out.
Yay. And
Yeehaw.
remember, everybody, please like, share, follow, subscribe. This helps everybody.
Support.
Support your artist. Support your lowly little podcast dude. It really does help because, look, guys, if you want Ashley to come to your town and play a show, the booking agent that's up there that will book her, the first thing he's going to do is pull her EPK. He's going to look at all her info, and he's going to look and see how many followers, how many subscribers, and that's going to decide whether she comes to your town or not. You got to do it. It helps us all.
Definitely.
I'm going to put that on a t-shirt.
I like that. I mean, it sounds a little bit long to be on a t-shirt, but you could kind
What? It helps us all?
Oh, I thought you meant the whole thing.
No, just that helps
Okay.
us all.
I like it.
I think it's kind of like a catch thing or something.
I like it.
I think yeah, I might do that. Who knows?
Yeah. Support local and
Support everybody.
everybody. Yeah.
If more people treated everybody with kindness and love and helped out when they needed it,
For sure.
be a better place all the way around.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Ashley, I appreciate you coming back.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for having me and taking the time and
Well,
loving all the decor. I'm looking forward to seeing all the
yeah, it's this decor.
hyped now for the other ones.
This decor is going to be coming down, and we're going
To be continued as
to
well.
be continued. There's no telling what the Christmas
There's no telling, you know.
the Christmas set is going to be. I have no clue. I mean, it's just crazy. Hang on, we'll do this. Here. Jingle bell, jingle bell,
Oh, I could get on board with that.
jingle
for
bell.
sure.
I think
For
there's even
sure.
a smooth one.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's smooth.
Yep. I definitely need that too.
I made that.
That is so cool.
Me and my mom's husband made that.
That is so awesome.
He had the power tools. I had the idea,
Look out.
and we just kind of put it all together. We built that table too.
Oh my gosh. Aren't you guys handy? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
I can make things with duct tape, so nobody asks for my help anytime soon. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you know, who knows?
I can fix it. Don't worry.
It's all right. I got this.
No worries.
All right, y'all. We're going to get out of here. Like, share, follow, subscribe. Buy merch.
Woo.
Buy my merch. Buy Ashley's merch. Brandon, you got merch? Okay. Buy Brandon's merch. But seriously, guys, buy their merch. Help them out, because there's a lot of times these guys don't know if they can make it to another town or not. And just because you bought a shirt or, you know, some item of the merchandise,
Absolutely.
you could help them get to the next town and play the next gig.
For sure.
You know, Dustin Spears actually told that story, so I got to give him credit for that story.
I love it.
It's a lot of fun. All right, y'all stay tuned. And again, this wraps up all my little spooky things. You're actually the November 1st show. Is it November 1st or November 2nd? 4th? Nah, I'll drop it first. It's my show. I can do what I want.
David Bradley.
All right, baby girl. We appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for watching. And be safe out there. See you more later. Bye.
See ya.